But yo, we live, man. You know what I'm saying? It's that DTE.
Are you sure you live?
Why
do some mics do it and some mics don't?
Deep Theory.
Yeah, we here, man. It's your host, JB2. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with my compadres.
Mr. M. Brack in the building.
Yeah, to my far left, we got...
Oh, me.
Yeah, yourself,
oh,
man.
My bad. Yo, I grew up dyslexic, guys. My bad.
Introduce yourself, man.
I don't know. I don't know what to come up after JV. I don't know what to do after
Just
that.
call yourself. Who are you, huh?
Who would you
Cali?
like to introduce the world to you as?
Oh, I'll be Butterball.
Butterball.
This nigga's
This man wants to be a turkey.
Fire.
turkey ass nigga.
Butterball.
Wow.
All right. Yo,
right.
to his right.
It's your boy Jay, Jordan, J.North, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Do your thing, bro. Yo, to my far right, man. What you say?
Poppin', it's still Dre.
Still Dre? Is Dre still?
Dre.
I'm back in the building.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? He's rocking that throwback jersey,
Did you have to
bro.
join witness protection or something? Still Dre. I gotta remind you. Like, no, I'm still Dre.
Don't kill me. Yeah, man. Yo, but we go talk about some things today, bro. Yeah, we go get that shit popping today.
Now we're gonna start off something light and bright.
Yeah, man. What we got for them, D.Mac? What you talking about today, yo?
What's the best advice a woman has ever given you in your life?
Ooh, is this any woman?
Any woman.
Any woman, huh?
Could be moms, could be your cousin.
Wash the sheets.
Who told
That's the
you
best
that?
advice?
That's the best advice?
Multiple.
Multiple.
Got caught more than once.
Damn, that was deep still.
I was thinking that was shallow.
I wasn't expecting that stuff. I was gonna add to that, but I'm like,
Yo, that went left, yo.
all the way left, bro.
He did say he could derail the thing at any fucking time.
That is the best advice. The best advice.
Butterball
Best
derails.
Butterball.
Best
derails.
one, man.
Okay,
Yo,
all right.
Butterball.
It's
Like,
the best one. It's the best advice, man. I'm just being honest.
Okay. Yo,
hey, oi.
I think for me, best advice I would say is treat these women right. You know, that's it. So I got it from my mama. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That was.
Yo, bro, it's cliche as shit, but it's the best
Yeah.
advice. You know what I'm saying?
That's a yeah.
Yeah.
Best advice.
Super
I'm just
cliche.
being honest. You know what I'm saying?
I just said yeah.
Yeah, but
I guess for me, mine would be from my grandmother, you know, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
She would always tell me, she's like, Jordan, always keep your house clean because you will come to your fucking door. That's a true thing, that's.
It is
You can't have your, no, real shit.
It's
You
showing
can't
that
have
shit.
your house dirty if you bring a thing over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
Sheets are clean.
change your
Listen, we all grew up in the hood and been having nasty ass house and brought a girl who did something. So let's not front. Get out of here.
Ain't nobody front. Ain't nobody
You know what I
front.
mean? We're not all grew up in the man shit. Just saying.
What you got, D-Man? What's the best advice you got from a woman,
Best
man?
advice I got probably was from my mom, you know?
Shout out to moms.
Yeah.
All the
Say that she would
mamas.
say, like, don't be a coward.
Mm.
That's it. Just don't be a coward. She was just mad at my pops. That's it, you know?
Is that why she told you that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't be a coward.
All right. I fucks with that still, yeah. That's actually a good advice, though. What about you, Dre?
Yo, honestly, it's a tough one.
Yeah?
That's
Yeah.
really a tough one.
It is a tough one, but it's light, though.
Are you gonna tell me that?
You can flip it to something light. You could really flip it to something light.
Yeah, you could still.
I mean, I hear you. I get it. Like, there's been a lot of things I've been told in my life by many women.
Shed one. Just shed one. If you
Yeah,
had to
one.
pick, if you had to pick from all of them, which one would you pick, bro? Go with your favorite.
You can bar wash the sheets.
Yo, I'm not barring watching these.
I'll lend it to you. As I mean.
So
I'll
just
lend it
wash
to
your
you,
clothes.
yeah.
Like,
I'm a good friend like that.
I mean, I appreciate it, but
got you.
I'm good. Like,
Alright.
I
Just me on this boat.
I don't need that one. Like, that's
Alright.
yours. That's definitely
Alright,
yours.
cool.
That's definitely
I mean,
Moneyball
damn,
now.
bro,
That's a
like-
fire.
I've heard.
how?
Nah, but I mean, I heard many things from my moms, obviously. Just
Shout out to moms.
really just talking about like the saving, really just kind of like building myself up for
Yeah.
the future. Damn, bro, like staying in school, staying on track and everything I'm doing in school.
Yeah.
Sounds like she's really into personal structure.
Yeah,
That's
most
good, though.
definitely.
Yeah. You don't get that a lot.
Help make me who I am, right?
Yeah.
So, relationship wise, when it comes to the other women that I've met, yo, I don't even know, bro. Like, I think like that's
Unfollow
advice.
her on Instagram.
And she's still calling you.
Well, I mean, yo,
Because he's still Dre.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yo, I mean, honestly, I think like for me, I think one of the best things I've heard was really try to change my style,
True.
my appearance.
Yeah.
I wear a lot of athletic gear. I need to break out of that shit.
It's
He
comfy
says
though.
that while
It's
in
comfy.
athletic gear right
You
now.
re- a
Fam,
lot.
I'm comfortable, all right?
It's comfy.
and I came from work, all right?
I get that.
came from
Yeah.
work.
I vouch for that.
So where I work, I wear a lot of athletic
No,
gear.
you still look fresh as fuck.
yeah, for
No,
sure.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, thank you. But when it comes to like actually like going out to like different like
Yeah.
type of events,
Yeah.
present myself differently.
True,
This is predictable.
Yeah, I feel
Right?
you. I feel you. Everyone kind of predicts that you're gonna come into
Yeah.
it. So you want to kind of shape it up a little bit.
Yes, definitely.
That's what's up, yo. I think our relationship wise, if I had to get an advice from, it'd be from one of my exes. You know, they just wanted me to pursue more of what I wanted to do instead of just trying
Yo,
to
you
be
need a hug,
complacent.
fam.
No, I'm saying no, for real, yo. Yo, give me a hug still, you know. But
It's like
true,
what, the
though.
6th
I
episode?
mean, I feel like all
What's her name?
No, still, yo. But I'm just saying.
Everybody's my mom, my sister,
Yeah.
my great auntie,
Yeah.
my great
Yes, sir.
granny.
Yo, if
That ex.
whichever ex it was, it could be multiple. You never know. So.
Could be multiple.
I'm going to just stick to ethnicities, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Barbados for 1. You know,
Barbados.
Vinci for 2.
Okay.
Vinci for 2. Oh,
You know?
oh.
So we can go with that.
Nigga, fuck you. I'm not
Don't know to the patient, damn.
I'm part Bayesian and what?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah. And Trini.
Yeah?
Real talk.
I'm joking.
I'm just light skinned, that's it.
Yo, if you like,
So you understand what your grandma said when you ask her what you said, you understand when they say that?
What the hell was that?
Barely, but yeah.
that was
Jamaicans wouldn't fucking understand, dog.
Hey, dog, Laos Jamaicans, bro. Laos Jamaicans.
Didn't you just dab him with saying baby? Such a sex switcher.
I'm half, bro. My dad's Bayesian and my mom's Jamaican,
Yeah,
bro.
so they got to explain it, right? That's like, no, but
I'm saying?
what happened?
Okay, Tory Lanez.
This guy called me Tory Lanez.
I see it. I never saw him do that.
Yo, that's crazy.
All right, we gonna get to the next topic. Anyways,
Sing
all
it.
right. I'll say it
Much
still.
love, bro.
I'll
Much
say
love,
it.
bro.
You told me under the bus. We supposed to be co-hosts, bro. Anyways, all right.
Yo.
Okay, what's the biggest scam or like the smallest scam you've ever fell for?
Yo.
The biggest scam?
Yeah,
I love you.
that's a good
Bars.
one.
That's not what
Bars.
He went deep
Yo,
still, yo.
Bars.
Big
That's
ass
nasty.
scam.
I'll give you that
That's
one.
a
That's
big
nasty.
That was cool. That was actually
I'm
cool.
just saying.
Yo,
I'm
I-
just saying.
That's a good scam though. I'm not saying it's wrong.
Have you like told a girl you loved her and didn't mean it?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Ooh,
You
that
really asking
that
that, bro?
hesitation.
I've been a scammer.
You know who this man is, right?
I categorically deny all allegations against me.
He pleads the fifth.
This is something that's been drummed up by the Democrats. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
Damn. All right. What about you, D.Mac? What you saying, man? What's the biggest?
The
Or maybe
biggest
the
scam?
biggest or smallest scam. It doesn't have to be big. It can be mediocre.
When I came out the vagina, that was the biggest
Wow.
scam, man.
Oh.
Damn,
What?
Like,
Nah.
what kind of life is this? What kind of life is this?
I get it. I get it.
First off, you remember that? No, I want to know because I read an article the other day talking about, my bad sidebar, but it's about motherfuckers who actually like remember being born from the womb.
That's
So I'm
crazy.
wondering like if you're one of them motherfuckers or you just saying like in general.
I was premature. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
right.
So I can't remember shit.
Too,
Oh
still.
shit. Okay, your eyes were so
Where?
closed when
Yeah.
you was born.
I missed that. What?
I said your eyes were still closed when you was born, so never mind.
Exactly. They had to cut it open.
They was like, you can't even see.
Are you Asian?
Like, don't open your eyes.
It's not worth it.
That's crazy, yo. Wow.
No, I was just wondering if you were. That's why when you said.
Nah, I wish,
Dang.
man.
All right, Cosby, what about you, bro? J.North?
I don't even know, dog. Like, I'm sitting here thinking.
Yeah, just what I'm saying. I'm thinking, well, I would say, like, the credit card scam still.
Oh, I remember that. That was fuck up. A real fuck up, dog.
Yeah. Fucking with them scammers, you know what I'm saying? But,
Were you the scammer?
in terms of in terms of the love remark that you said, yeah, I was a scammer for that, but not
Wait, what?
When it comes to credit
Yeah,
cards, you gotta know
like
your shit.
saying I love you to a girl that I didn't really mean. That's scamming them.
You did that?
Yeah.
You're sick.
I love you.
Hey,
for
bro,
being-
You're sick.
hold on.
Time out.
Yeah.
I love you being able to be honest
Thank
about
you,
that.
thank you.
Cause I'll never say shit.
Hey,
So you a better man than me for that.
Exactly,
Like you was
bro.
a better man than me.
Straight, bro.
I'll
Yo,
take that
we
one.
we actually know a person. We know a person
Shit.
that literally will marry or like and propose to a girl, fly out there, have sex with them, and then leave and not talk to them ever again. Who's worse?
The fact that you're laughing
He
is
knows.
sick.
I'm being dead
Is it a
ass
real
serious.
person?
Real person, bro. We
It
worked
wasn't
for
you,
this person.
right?
It wasn't. Nigga, I ain't flying to no. I'm not marrying
Try
nobody
again.
for no pussy. I marry nobody for no pussy, bro. But yeah, bro, dead ass, bro. We know a person, straight up, bro.
Holy shit.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's fucked
Yo,
up out here.
This podcast is different today.
It's definitely
Holy
different
fuck.
today.
I feel like I
Podcast is
definitely
And
fucked
these,
it
yo,
up.
these
My
are the light
bad.
topics.
You need different
Like you
energies,
said,
you
he was
know.
gonna derail
I
the
was
fuck
like, I
out
might
of
be
it.
right. You know what I mean?
Man just hopped on
Saying,
it.
saying,
Like,
don't worry, dog. It's gonna get the views up.
That's all we want. That's all we want, yo.
Dead eyes.
That's what, but we want people to like, you know, just talk their truth, bro.
Yeah, and I want to hear Dre. Did Dre go?
Yo, Jay went. So,
Butterball Black.
what?
did you
He's
talk
scam.
about your scam, bro?
I mean, I've been scammed.
No, we're not talking about. We're talking about. Yeah. My bad.
Okay,
my bad.
backtrack.
Backtrack.
What is the biggest
Yeah,
scam
what was the
you've
biggest
gotten?
scam that you got,
Or smallest.
or mediocre, whichever you.
Well, I mean, I'm
decide.
still kind of cheesed about it, but
Oh damn.
Okay.
I mean, it was years ago, but I still owe somebody some money.
Damn.
Me and the person are
homie.
cool, so don't make it seem like I'm not paying this person back.
Back in high school, you were the man.
No. It wasn't high school, fam. It was well.
I was thinking of 50 Cent
That's
song.
too long, bro. High school? Damn.
I was thinking of
What
50
you
Cent
what you
song.
doing? Paying $2 a day,
Yo,
or a week, or a month?
Put you on the feed the children plan to pay it back.
Some World Vision shit.
You know what I
That's
mean?
some World Vision shit, yo.
nah, but I joined like
Yo.
some like marketing thing with my friend.
Oh, the telemarketing?
No, it was some
Private,
like
private
Oh, was it
America?
those pyramid scheme kind of
yeah,
things?
Oh.
Yeah,
something like that, bro. That shit
nah.
come
Like
in-
Primerica?
something like that.
Fire partners.
Oh, it was probably the drink.
Fire on Prime.
It wasn't a drink, bro.
I know which one
Oh.
you're talking
I
about.
can't remember
know
what
exactly
it was,
which one you're
but
talking
like my friend was just like we were just talking about it, and she was just telling me like, yo, like I won't let you like fuck up with this or whatever. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm taking your word for it. Put the money up, and then
Was it that Loom shit?
no, what? Fuck Loom.
Yo, Loom was actually popping for a lot of people, bro.
Yeah,
Loom-
for
some
yeah,
people.
No, a
Yeah,
lot of
not
people. No, not
everybody.
some. A lot of people were getting popping from Loom.
That
bro.
and Vimo or
Yo,
Venmo or whatever
yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Fam.
Yeah,
Yo,
I
show
ain't
my
doing
Loom
much
style.
That's all I heard 2016, 2017. Yo, hop on my Loom, fam. Like, fuck your
It was
Loom,
that
baby.
long ago?
Yeah. No, 20. That's where it was like
2016.
17. Yeah,
No.
16 or 17.
Yeah, like 16, 17. That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Really?
That's what he said,
That
15,
close?
so-
2016?
I thought it was
16,
older than that.
17.
I feel like 2018.
Was it 20?
Younger than
It was
Whoa.
No, I think it was
Okay, fine,
17.
2017.
17, 18, around there.
I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
tapped out because I don't know what none of this shit is.
You never heard about Loom?
Nigga, no.
Damn.
Where have you been?
I thought it was
He's
2015.
been
I've been
in
hanging
the
out with the
womb.
white people. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I've been
Don't
hanging out with a
kill
lot of white people.
How's Becky?
She good.
How's Victoria?
She good. How you know about her?
Oh, for real? It's a real person?
Oh, never mind.
Fake. Head bush.
Yeah, this guy just exposed himself.
I was
Goddamn
like, yo,
47.
Holy shit.
Don't kill me.
Butterball.
Hold on. Yo, hold on. Before we get away from it, I really actually want you to finish your story, though.
Oh, yeah. I went to a whole bunch of like conferences, a bunch of people talking about like how they made their way up and made all this money, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm not like I'm supposed to get people on board, whatever.
Sounds like Primerica for real.
Yeah. It's a
I
pyramid.
can't-
It's a
I-
pyramid
They already
scheme.
said it was.
It's like some market something. I can't remember the name of it, but you can't tell one black person to go find other people when all my friends are black for the most part to join this shit.
That's true.
Because mans are
Especially when they know you're in an environment where most of the black kids are in the same position as you.
exactly.
It's like a setup. Fuck.
It's a huge
Definitely.
setup, and mans are not gonna be like, yo, like I'll fucking throw money into it. Am I gonna make my money back right away? You're not. But if you stick around for a little bit, you might make some money off of it. No one has patience for that.
When they hear the word might, they run.
Exactly. So I stuck around for a little bit. I had to like get product and try to like sell it or whatever. Fam, that shit did not work for me. I fucking used the product.
You tricked off the product?
I fucking used it.
Oh, I gotta give you a handshake. This nigga tricked off the goddamn product. That's the same motherfucking shit I would do. Goddamn.
I fucking used it.
That's some real nigga shit.
I'm not
right
gonna
there.
have it just
You
sitting
gotta
in my
trick
house.
off the product at
Like,
that point.
What's the
shit,
point?
That's true. That's true.
So after that, I was just like, fuck it. Like, I told my friend, like, this is not for me. This is not built for black people.
Yeah, it is.
It's not. I might work for...
But when she asked you for the product back.
Fam, there's no product to give back. It's done.
It's gone?
All right? It's done, all right? The product is not
It's
coming back.
donezo.
So, yeah, I told her it's not built for black people. We don't do these type of things like that. Like, unless it's black owned,
Yeah.
like, from the top,
Yeah.
it's not built. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. So,
The only time I seen shit like that happen is for the older heads. Us Guyanese, they say box hand. I don't know if you guys know what box hand is, where they all pool their money in a certain way and then they kind of like share it. That's the closest thing that
it's
I.
like Susu and
Susu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we just call it
I was just about to
squirrel
say
fund
that
instead.
stuff.
It's like growing up in
Yeah.
squirrel fund.
Yeah.
But that's
It's
about
like
it.
money and use it for like bills and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's the only thing that I see that works for like Caribbean communities. But like, what else? Nothing else.
yeah.
Nothing business wise.
No, I hear you on that. I mean, I don't know. That shit
Yeah,
was...
I
that
can
shit
tell it
was
still
whack.
bothers you still. Yeah.
Fam, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I lost like what? About... Not a lot. Maybe about like 3 bills. It's not a lot, but...
It's
In
so-
high school,
it's so
3
money.
bills is a lot, though.
I wasn't... Yo, I was not in
I
high
was
school.
singing
high
the
school. I
50
was
I was like
Cent
just
song.
after high school.
3 bills means even more than in college years, though.
Yeah.
Like how
Yeah.
much shit
Right.
is, dog? 3 bills means more.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah, because even right now, like $100 is like the new 20, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Dead ass, bro.
Yeah.
Pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Real
It's the
shit.
adult
$100
dollar.
for anything.
Yeah, real shit, yo.
Every time I see that you ever see that commercial where the guy's at the ATM, he turns out, everyone's like, oh, you gotta pay this. You gotta, real thing, dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's fuck up.
It's different now, man. It's really different.
I think it's fucked up that the ATM takes your money while it's giving you your money.
Yeah.
If you're at the wrong ATM,
Oh,
you mean those
like-
service fees? Yeah.
yeah.
why?
Fam, go find
Money
your
off of me, dog.
Money have
I know-
exactly what I was about to
branch.
say.
I get that.
Yeah,
but
but
like,
it's not like every branch is at every corner, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like sometimes you just
Yeah.
try to
You
make
see
a
it-
quick slide and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's a quick slide.
Yo,
They're trying to go like, yo, man, okay, like my bank might be TD, but like Scotia's like right,
Right
there.
there.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? TD's 20-minute walk, Scotia's right the fuck there.
Yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
true,
You're
though.
not making that walk, especially in this winter. Come on, dog.
Real talk, real
Come
talk.
on, dog.
especially
Come
if you're trying
on.
to go somewhere and you have to pay with cash.
No, I hear you. I get it. Like where I live, like I'm with Tangerine and TD.
Yeah, I got shout out to Tangerine, bro.
Oh, you with them?
Tangerine is gangster.
Trust
bro.
me.
It really
Thanks
is.
to my friend who put me on. I appreciate
Yeah, thanks
it.
for my friend who put me on.
For real.
Yeah.
But like right by my house, there's the gas station that has the ATM machine. I don't know what the fee is. I've only probably used it once, and it's because it's an emergency. But there's like a TD like legit over a bridge, like probably like 10, 15 minutes away from my house, walking distance. And there's a Scotiabank where I can use my Tangerine card.
Yeah, cause
I don't really want to walk that far for
Yeah.
to use my card to pull out cash, right? Like I hear what you're saying. Like I hear where you're coming from. It does make sense for
Yeah.
everywhere to be accessible, right? You want your money when you need it right now.
It's true.
Don't charge me for it, bro. I already made this.
It's just
Exactly,
stupid. It's stupid.
exactly.
I don't even know, but again, like money has to make somehow for some of these people. So.
Fam, they're making money regardless.
They want to make more.
I feel like the
$3
next step is like the next
shit
step
adds
is
up
like
with everybody.
locations. Like at certain locations, like it'll be more to take money out in Toronto than it would be in Brampton because of quote unquote location. They're gonna think of something like
Hell
that.
yeah. It's like parking prices.
Yeah, exactly.
That's definitely like
How
parking
stupid.
prices.
Yo, you guys gotta watch this one shit on CBC. They do like this really well, like 20-minute documentary. I'll send you with like one of you guys a link.
Yeah.
On like the parking enforcement in the city and like how grimy they are. Yo,
That bad?
they like following like motherfuckers around on their job. Like watch, like wait, like in the car with camera set up. Watch these niggas like tag.
I've actually seen that happen.
Man. Yo,
yeah.
these guys are making, I think, with privatized companies, like it's like something like $61 million a year just off that shit, off like parking fees. Because one of the scams they tell you, and I may be wrong about this, I'm no lawyer. Promise you that. Promise you that. No lawyer.
Just have to say that.
So yeah, so don't quote me and go to somebody. But it's something to the nature of, damn, I lost my train of thought.
They're not,
They do drugs.
they're not quoting Butterball, just so you know.
Yeah.
This guy just went
That was an
psycho.
asshole move.
I was on a roll too. Lost my. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
Yo, you really forgot?
Huh?
You
I
really
did, bro. It just
You're on a
flew
roll.
off, dog.
Yo, you're really
That
on a
family
roll.
flew off,
He
dog.
was actually on the road. He was like, yo, I'm ready.
It
I'm
was
ready.
the parking
Oh,
enforcement.
shit.
I remember up to that, and then it just taps out. Goes to the parking
This guy
enforcement.
just said something else. Like, done.
I'm just telling you how it goes, dog.
That's crazy.
Yo, can something smartness for you? Like,
I
was listening. Like,
Is there a
This is
rewind?
why I want to smoke weed before, so my thoughts slow down, dog.
Nah, I feel you. I
And,
feel
you
you.
know, we had to rush. Niggas was like, yo, if you leave the room, you gotta stay out and wait till the thing comes on.
Bro, we
Niggas like,
live,
damn,
There's a
bro.
true
bro.
butterball.
Let Butterball smoke his weed, dog.
Your next session.
You know what I mean? They set me up on this.
Yeah. All right. We gonna hop into the next topic for
Oh,
sure.
so you niggas didn't remember I was saying either, so I don't know why y'all making fun of me.
Yo,
as well.
I tried to prompt you though.
Oh, you did? What'd you say?
Yeah, about the 21 million and your
Oh, so 61 million is how much
or
they make.
or 61.
Yeah, it's like 61 million they make a year. So my bad. Now I remember. Thank you. See,
You're welcome.
That's why that light skinned friend comes clutch, yo. That's why light-skinned friend comes
My bad.
So apparently they tell you they can take in collections, and they can't do that shit. Collections, like on most collection websites, they say we don't accept parking enforcement tickets.
Yeah.
So that's the major scams, because they call motherfuckers and be like, yo, you owe us money. No, I don't. I'm not going to pay for that stupid ticket. No, okay, we're going to send you to collections. So niggas like,
Wow.
oh, shit, collections.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So that scares motherfuckers and makes them like just like cough for money.
Yep.
When most collection agencies don't take them, don't respect it at all. Unless it's
Is
like
that a real thing?
Unless it's like City of Toronto, like the privatized ones. A lot of the privatized ones, they're not like backed up by collection agencies.
So you're talking
Yeah,
about,
so
like,
they're
D&D
faking
and
it.
Yeah, so you go to different ones, a lot of privatized companies. You know what I'm saying? That they'll tell you that to make you pay, right? So that's what they get a lot of people, is that they can take you to collections. And they can take you to collections, but most collections turn down the cases because they know in most situations the parking ticket and the enforcement, like they be moving sideways. They be moving kind of nasty, right? So they know that. That's why we're like, like how much are we really gonna make off like a $25 ticket for this amount of time? But we can get a nigga on a $300 phone bill. Like, so for collections, it's like, you know what I mean? For them, it's like we can make more somewhere else as well. Like, we don't need this little shit. It's too much to deal with.
Oh, for sure.
That
too
makes
petty.
sense.
Jeez. That's some nasty shit.
Yeah, but I'll send y'all the link. It's a nasty one.
Yeah,
It's
definitely
real
send us that
nasty.
link, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta peep that for sure.
Since we're talking about money,
Yeah.
do you think money changes people, or do you feel that it just reveals people's
True
true
colors.
colors?
True colors, man.
Yeah, I think true colors too.
True colours.
Yeah.
True colors.
Why?
I mean, why?
I want to hear the
Because we
explanation.
all have imaginations of what we do in our room if we had money.
Exactly.
You know what
Everyone,
I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know
you're
the
looking,
person, like, when you're in your room and
exactly.
you, like, even as a kid, when you're like, yo, I'm gonna have, like, $30 billion. You know what I mean? You knew you weren't gonna have that shit, but just, like, that imagination. Like, you knew what you were gonna do with that money, how you were gonna
Exactly.
react, what you were gonna do, and those fantasies only built as an adult. You know what I mean?
But even
so it's
still,
like,
you still know. at
yeah,
this
you know what I
age,
mean?
yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, like, you just know. Like, you know what you're gonna be like with money.
Because there's different options, right? Like you have more options.
Yeah, you have more options, but let me be the devil here.
Be the devil.
Lord God.
If I put temptation in front of your face,
All right, yo, temptation. All right.
if I put temptation in front of your face and you have all of this resource, basically, is it your true colors to run with it, or is it just influence?
I'm pretty sure it can be both.
I think it could be a mixture of both, actually.
It's influencing your true colors.
So
Yeah.
now
If your true colors are just
It's
being,
influence
like,
your true
yeah,
colors,
yeah,
but-
like,
but
your
it's not your
colors
true
is
colors.
Influenced by it is. It's just influence.
it's a
It's like-
filter in between.
It's like if a nigga's trying to if a nigga's a crackhead and he's my friend, if I'm not, and I sell crack, and I'm like, yo, you want some crack? I'm the influence.
That's
I'm
true.
influencing that thing in him that makes him want to do crack.
Exactly.
He has
Well,
a crack,
ultimately,
he has a friend
it's your
who's like, yo,
choice.
you want some crack?
Yeah, the
Of course
power
it is, but I'm
choice.
influencing that choice. Without my
It sparks
presence,
it.
without my
Right.
presence,
Yeah.
what do you
Kinda
like?
planting
what,
like
what
a
sparks
might
of
you
thought.
do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're planting
But,
like a seed.
You're planting
Yeah,
the
you're
seed
planting
of
the seed.
dissension. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're sowing that seed.
I
already.
agree.
So
But
it's
the
the same
tree,
thing.
but the tree is the actual physical thing. If you actually physically touch that thing and then take
Where
that
does
substance,
the tree start?
Exactly.
the tree
What
starts.
feeds the tree though?
The tree
What?
starts in your mind because your thoughts are basically, they're actually shaped like trees. If y'all didn't know,
No, I
No,
know.
but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah,
like
yeah.
the tree comes from the seed, right?
Exactly.
it comes from it comes from
So
the
it
seed.
comes
It's
from what you've
influence.
been.
It's influence from that seed, but you have to tend to that physically in specific type of soil, specific type of environment
Yes.
via your parents, for example.
And friends.
And friends.
Friends,
Yeah.
I'll take
And
that.
honestly, not even just friends. People
But
you
I
People
think
know.
what
yeah,
you're talking
yeah,
about
care.
more
Yeah,
so
people
might
you
be
care
like
about.
just general mental health. You know what I mean? Like that's like checking in, like knowing
Yeah.
yourself, like general mental health.
That's
like,
spirituality.
people who actually like
So-
keep in touch, like with the inside, like
Yeah.
therapy and shit like
Yeah.
that, right? Like I go to therapy, so I get what you're talking about. That's just
I
like shit
agree.
my therapist be saying.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like I understand, but that's my point. Is like you gotta
You gotta go
keep up with
deeper.
that
You
shit,
gotta
know
go
what I mean?
deeper.
Like that's
to
what you gotta
that.
keep up with. But for the average person
Yeah, they're
who
good.
doesn't have that conversation with themselves, as most people don't.
Yeah.
You know
This is
what
what
I
we're
mean?
trying to
Like,
get.
most people really, like, let's be real. Most people run away from who they really are. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, what's money only gonna help you do? Run away further. Now you have the
True.
means to go
So
as far as you want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, without the means, you already went this far. Now you got the means to go as far as you want with this shit.
It's true. It's
You
true.
know what I mean? Like, that's all it is.
What do you think, Cosby?
Yeah, J.North is just quiet. He's just like, shit, damn, this got deep.
Don't drown, bro.
I'm like, what
This
up,
guy's like, god damn money.
Like, Butterball, smart.
You on the ball with that one.
Butterball, now you see. Butterball.
He's on the ball with that one.
Fire.
Straight butter.
Straight fire right
Butter,
there.
baby.
This guy said he's on the ball.
Butter.
Man didn't say balls, guy.
He
He
said
ball.
on the ball. That's still
Like,
fire.
On the ball fire, my
he
nigga.
keeps an eye on the
I
ball.
was on the ball
Still
fire.
fire now.
Yo, if you know this guy, yo,
bro,
every
all
time-
the addies know what I'm talking about, bro.
And the man says, yo, we like his on the ball defense. You say fire.
Nobody
It's
says
a
on the
different.
ball
No one say
defense.
exactly.
Nobody says that. so.
Exactly. On the ball. It's
keep
just
your eye
fire.
on the ball.
Yo, anyways.
They did.
Let
You
him
know what I
talk.
mean?
Cosby, say what you gotta say, bro. Just say what you gotta say. Speak up, bro.
He's like, I don't
Man,
know
I
if
don't
I'm
even
going
know.
to
Right?
He's like, we introduce me after balls. That's why I come in next.
Whoa.
Fuck.
But like I said, like you guys are saying, like you said, it's a little bit of both. You know, like it does bring out the worst in people, and also it does change people. You know, because there's people out there who, like me personally, like obviously if I had like lots of money, obviously I'm gonna like buy all the shit I want and whatever, blah 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 blah. You know, but obviously I try to take care of my family and all that stuff. But at the same time, like, if I were like really rich, then fuck, like of course, like me, I would love to help people. Like every time you donate to those charities, it's like sometimes I'm like, I wonder, I'm like, okay, but am I really helping a cause, or like yeah, you can send me pictures of like how the kid is doing and all that, but it's like me personally, I'd rather fucking go there my damn self and do something about it. You know what I mean? So that's just me, like. And like even if I had the money, like one thing I would love to do is like buy like blankets and shit for like homeless people.
Who are your top influences? I want to know.
I don't know, man. I can't, like, I have so many. I can't like speak of one like as of right now. But
Top 3.
I just said
Like parents?
I'd say
If you have so many, just choose 3.
I'm trying to think like what the fuck, man.
I know I'm putting you on the spot, so.
Clearly,
No,
motherfuckers.
my question to you was gonna be like, do you feel like you guys, well, for everybody, do you feel like you can still be humble, but still negate to the true colors that you're showing when you have the money?
Most definitely.
You can still be humble, yeah. And like I said, like
It's all a
It
choice.
depends. Like, what do you define as humble?
Exactly,
You know what I
right?
mean? Like that's
Sure.
when you go into the politics. of
Exactly,
life.
that's when you
what
go
do you
deeper.
find? Like, even as we're talking about being rich, like what do we find as being rich?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
What's
like,
rich,
what
what's
is it like-
healthy?
Like, what do we
I mean,
define
wealthy,
as
sorry.
being rich? Like, what are we defining as like being humble? Because you can feel you're humble, and a lot of people don't feel the same way.
Exactly.
Like we see that in
Well,
our
like
own
in a
day and
Kanye
age.
West kind of way?
Like think if you're a celebrity, you know what I mean? You could think you being humble and motherfuckers, but you really not. And like you can't really tap into that until you one of them motherfuckers as well. So you'll never know that kind of plight. So it's like, yeah, I could say, right, we could all say, yeah, I'd be sane as hell with that much money. But it's also like, am I that much money and famous? Or like, how rich am I? Like, where am I surrounding myself with that money? You know what I mean?
And
Like,
that's
what am
and
I
that-
really doing?
and
So I
that-
feel
and
like
that-
that's a big aspect to it. Like, what are the context of these situations?
And that's why a lot of these rappers be like, they can't juggle being in the hood and then, you know, with all that
Or
money.
being in Hollywood and stuff like that.
Exactly. So, you know what I mean? It's hard, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to still remain the same person that you were before this money came, but, you know, that
Yeah,
change
but
is
you
inevitable.
You have to grow.
Exactly. The change is inevitable.
Like you can't stay. Like I personally don't feel like you should stay in the hood if you can get
For
out.
sure. For sure.
But one thing you always can do is give back to your community. That's really it.
But-
You could, but there's some people out there that feel like you have to give them handouts and shit.
You don't. No,
Yeah,
But-
some people feel entitled. It's
I
true.
get that, but you don't have to feel obligated to
Yeah, it's your choice.
do those things. It's
Yeah.
really a choice. Do you genuinely want to do it?
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
I know myself as a person. If I was to make a lot of money, I never grew up in the hood. I've always been kind of sheltered in a sense. But let's just say if I was, I would definitely move. But I'd always come back,
And we give back.
get back, bro. Like this is where I came from. This is where I grew up. These are the people this is a community that showed love to me. Like these people that took care of me.
So you
I'm
would
going
want
to give back.
Yeah, so you would want to.
That's
I
your
went
personal
through.
choice.
I went through a whole experience just the other day, like through my job. I went to like
You
I never grew up in Jane and Finch, and I didn't even know I was gonna go there. So where I work, we went to a school in Jane and Finch, and we basically packed up a bunch of school bags, like for the whole school. I didn't even think it was gonna be the whole school. I thought it was gonna be like one classroom. It was the whole school.
That's crazy.
We had like shirts and shoes and a book bag with like a pencil case. Everybody was assigned like a classroom, and like a group of us would go into a classroom, gave the kids like a pizza lunch, and gave out like the book bags
That's big,
for
man.
the kids. It's one of those things where like you see that stuff on TV and it's just like, yo, I personally want to do those type of things just because. But when you see it on TV, like, yo, that's crazy. But when you actually like
In it.
experience it,
Exactly.
bro, I never thought I would see kids that happy. Like
That's it.
they were like,
Ecstatic. The
So
impact.
Super
excited.
genuinely
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
bro, that was like the most genuine type of happy I've ever seen. Like there was nobody was frustrated, no one was upset. Everyone just like, yo, look, I got new stuff. Like, thank you. Random kids that never met me in my life, hugging hugging me, bro. It's just like, bro, like I was once in your shoes. I never had that type of experience. I probably definitely never went through anything you guys have been going through, especially in the area that you guys are in. But the fact that I was able to be a part of that, and
Yeah, it was big for you.
it was
It's
big,
huge,
bro.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it's a life-changing experience.
it is.
No,
Right?
it is.
It sparks something.
I think the one thing to touch back on the topic you were saying before about like growing up in the hood and getting out for a lot of motherfuckers is the fact that that's what you know most. You know what I mean? Like every motherfucker wants to be that person. Like I get money and I give back to the hood. Like,
Yeah.
y'all watch like I mean, kind of like the
Like, you're the
Nino
savior.
Browns
Yeah,
and
you're the
shit
savior,
like that.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yo, like we want to like give back and be like yo, because it's what that factor of like I know these people more than I know everyone else
Yeah,
outside
in the
of
world.
this area.
Yeah, sure.
And then there's a certain level of fear. You know what I mean? Like a lot of motherfuckers with money, it's also like yeah, they could travel, but you understand that. Like that little aspect, that element you're in, way more than the outside world.
Yeah.
And then when you go in the outside world, now you gotta play by their rules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for a lot of motherfuckers,
It's different.
especially if we're talking the kind of people I think we're talking about, who grow up in the
Yeah.
hood,
Yeah.
those aren't rules they can play by
by
or
them.
fit in. It's a lot
Yeah.
harder for them to do that. You know what I mean?
But when it comes to those rules, I personally kind of say like, fuck them. Like,
Yeah, you gotta adjust.
Yeah, but they can fuck you too, and they
They
can fuck
can.
you a lot worse than you
Yeah.
can fuck
Definitely
them.
can, but
That's the worst part about
let's
it.
say like you're an artist or even an athlete.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the love from the people that actually love you, bro. They're not gonna stop showing love for you, right? They're gonna buy your merch to support you. They're gonna buy your music to support you. Your support's not gonna end.
I
How
feel
many
I
people
know.
are out
Yeah,
there?
but that's what I'm saying.
Like, that's
Everyone
the
has
thing,
agenda.
A lot of people are afraid of that.
Yeah.
That same thing you're talking about, like that support. A a lot of people is the pressure of that. Like, yo, can I handle that support?
That too.
Can I live up to those expectations? Can I, like, meet that, right? So it's just that fear alone that's just like, yo, you know what? Cool. Let me just stay over here because I know over here, as long as I can stay mid-tier, it sounds unfortunate, but as long as I can work half or not work as full to, like, the potential I know I can get to, I'll still be in a place more comforting and fitting
happiness,
to me.
yeah.
And for a lot of people, that's just, like, unfortunately, like, I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Yeah, I know, because
That's just it's like a mentality block they're stuck in.
that's what
I mean?
I'm trying to say, like, that sounds like a place of comfort.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys ever heard this, but you probably definitely have. Like, if you're ever too comfortable, like, that might be a problem.
Yeah, but that's
No,
what I'm
I
saying.
agree with you. I'm saying, like, that's why that is a problem, right? 'Cause for a lot of people, they are.
And most
Like,
of
they are.
most people have like an agenda too, right? You gotta watch out for that. So even if they're supporting you at the same time, they could be supporting you for their own personal doings. You know what I'm saying?
I hear all that.
You know, envy is a big thing for a lot of people.
And it's not just the political part you have to worry about. It's everybody else who don't give a fuck about the government.
Yeah.
They see you. They know you're rich. They know you're foreign. They don't even care if you're rich.
That's true.
Back in my home country, Guyana, my sister cannot go alone. She's way too pretty.
Yeah.
She cannot even make a Guyanese accent. So she can't blend in at all. So it's not just you. It's not just athletes. It's your family.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, that's some things that certain people probably don't even think about too, right? Because once you're in that spotlight, regardless, like everybody around you is gonna feel it. You know what I mean? So that's just something some people gotta take account about. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I agree with you though. That's big for what you did with the kids, though.
Both of y'all have some real good insight.
Yeah, no, for real.
That's the thing, because like even like it's funny because I went to a Nissan dealership and I had to drop off a car or whatever. But
Say with your chest.
anyways,
Shy boy.
shy. But anyways, so like I met this dude. He was like, he saw my knife kit because I'm like I had to go to work. He's like, are you a chef? I'm like, nah, I was a junior sous chef, but I'm a cook now, but whatever. And he's like, oh, okay, well, he's like, I work with the city and I work with different like companies and stuff, and he's like, and like we're actually trying to start up one where we're teaching like at-risk youth how to cook. And I was just like, yo, that's fucking lit. And I'm like, it's funny you say that because I kind of had an idea like that too. Is like if I were to start although I want to branch off to different things, like if I were ever to stay on the whole cooking thing, I would love to open up a restaurant where I am teaching youth how to cook, because I feel like the programs in this city are like they're still programs, but remember when we were growing up, there was rookie ball, there was hoop it up,
big things to help the community.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like I feel like with it, like everyone complains, oh, the youth is this, youth is that. It's like, okay, so fucking help them. You know what I mean? Like stop. Like we're obviously like I feel like the city's money's going more into like building metropolises and stuff like that, rather than worrying about like
the next generation.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
The foundation.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like I feel like if we have more shit like that, like imagine that, like you know, if I could teach a kid how to cook, and rather than pick up a gun and shoot, that would make me feel fucking amazing.
Okay, but you saying that, right?
Mm-hmm.
As much as it's like a want for you and like you would feel good about it, could you consistently do that for a long period of time?
If it was my own thing, yeah.
Then would that actually fulfill you in happiness?
I think it would, yeah.
You can't think, you should know.
No, but I'm saying, well, yeah, obviously I agree with it.
You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, because a lot of people be saying a lot of things that they want to do, like they want to do this, they want to do that, but it ultimately won't be a fulfillment for you, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you got
and that's the thing, like I said, there's a lot I want to do, but that's one of the things.
Sometimes you just have to dive into that activity.
Exactly, to kind of see a trial and error kind of thing. Because like, for me, like I want to, oh my bad, but like for me, like the homeless thing, giving back to the homeless people is something like I really like get fulfillment in, you know? So
me too.
I think
it's a good collaboration if we were to be able to, because I wanted to implement programs like for education.
Yeah, same here.
And that kind of coincides.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like I fully said, like if I could do something like what LeBron did, but like not like a school, but like a facility where they feel like it's like their safe haven. You know what I mean? It helps the younger generation who are homeless on the street to at least feel a part of society, like they're doing something, like whether there's a GED course that they could take, or you know, a cooking course that they could take, or there's just books there that they can read. You know what I'm saying? It's more than them just sleeping on a fucking bed. You know what I'm saying?
A home, you know, a community.
Yeah, something like more than just a bed. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of people who are homeless won't go to the shelters. You know,
They just treat you like a number.
Exactly. And there's nasty ass people in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had a cousin who literally just got kicked out of one. You know what I mean? And it's because he's doing some neck shit. Obviously, he's peeing himself. He's shitting himself, and he's not eating. You know, so they had no choice but to kick him out because he's causing a scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just one of the things that pushes me to want to do it even more. You know, when I hear about stuff like that, especially if it's family or friends. You know what I'm saying? So. But Dre, I know you wanted to say something. My bad for cutting you off, brother. I took the cake?
Yeah, you took the cake still.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, but that's big, Cosby, that you want to do that still, though.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's a lot of things, like I said, man, like with the shit that's going on, I just lately just been processing a lot of shit, you know what I mean? Trying to figure out different ways and stuff, you know? So,
Word.
especially I have a daughter, so you know how it is. You know, I gotta make sure she's good too, you know?
For sure. Oh,
Should teach him how to make a butterball.
Yeah, speak. Yo, speak.
They don't make him this pretty no more, baby. They don't make him this pretty no more.
What you want to say, Dre?
No, I was gonna say like along the lines of what you call yourself, J.North now?
J.North, Cosby,
J.North,
just call him his name, man. Just call him his name.
Just don't say Pill Cosby.
Yeah, just don't say Pill Cosby.
Yeah, you can't. No, I can't use that one anymore. Still.
Y'all was calling him Bill Cosby? Where was I?
No. They didn't call me no pill. I said you can't call me.
Can't
pill.
call me.
I thought you were saying, man. I was like, you didn't
Actually, I lied. One of my boys, Biggs, he was working with me. He's like, yo, pills from across the kitchen. Yo, fuck you, nigga. Stop calling me that.
Say what you gotta say, Dre, bro.
No, but along the lines of what Cosby was saying, like about like having like a facility or having a space where you can teach and showcase how to cook and stuff. Like that type of stuff, I feel like the first step always is to kind of have build that connection with somebody like at a rec center, right?
For sure.
That because they definitely, well, I'm pretty sure there's some rec centers that have the space for like cooking, right?
Yeah.
So if you build that relationship with somebody there, try to expand off of that. And it's not even to say it's something you should do every single day, because
For sure.
I think one thing that people tend to forget or don't really take in to the fullest extent is that you still have to take care of yourself.
Oh yeah.
Right? You do have to make funds, right? You need to make your money. You need to be able to, basically take care of yourself and put money towards what you want to do long term.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, just take the first step whenever you're ready for it.
Oh, for
right?
sure. For sure.
Build a relationship with somebody at a rec center. Talk to them. This is what you're interested in doing. Show them a plan. Break everything down. And just try to fly from there.
For sure, man.
Right?
Definitely.
Damn, bro. That was deep.
What, bro? What's this podcast called?
It's called Deep Theory.
All right.
That's what's up, bro. But I just want to say thank you guys for coming on the show. You know what I'm saying? Making it what it is, especially
Definitely appreciate it.
Butterball over there.
Butterball Black, baby.
Butterball
Black.
BB.
Triple B, baby.
Triple B.
Triple Black, yo.
Black turkey.
Butterball Black. I'm getting t-shirts for y'all motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Butterball Black shirt.
Yo, they
Don't
might
get
request.
sued by the Bob family now.
Nah,
They got that triple
don't
B
worry,
shit
don't
on,
worry.
huh?
He can have that.
No, that's done.
Yeah, that's mad done.
Yo,
Just imagine Butterball merch.
Yeah, real. Honestly, I was just about to say they might request for you to come up back on the show.
Butterball
Still, you never
merch.
know.
I never know.
That's what's up, bro.
I'm with it.
I suspect yes.
You suspect?
Yeah,
I think so too. For sure.
I mean, listen, it's right down the street from me. In all honesty, it didn't take long to get to. You know what I mean? Like I'm bullshitting. Like it's right there.
Don't kill me,
Like,
man.
I'll be right there. So it's all
Yeah,
good.
but make sure you guys click and subscribe. Add us on at DTE 2020. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
We trying to bring that
Anything.
shit, dog. That fire, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just wanted to leave a quote, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just want to say, like, you know, just know your peoples. You know what I'm saying? Pictures can be illustrated very differently, so you got to pay attention to your paintings, you know? So I just want to say that still, you know?
All right, there, poet.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Why you gotta end so deep? Bro?
My bad. It's deep theory, baby.
nigga.
And that came off the dome. That came off the dome still,
Oh
yo.
my God.
You know what I'm saying? Try, man. But I know J.North, I know you want to give him your thing, you know, the Instagram and all
You're
that.
holding the rapper mic, so.
Are you a comedian?
This guy has been holding my
Go and give him the Instagram, bro. Go and give him the Instagram, man.
Yeah, man, you can follow my main account's Trini Man J.
Are you speaking to the girls?
Man, that.
Yeah, you know he was. You didn't hear the smooth in that?
Is there underscore?
I just threw a little Trini accent.
Yeah, a little.
Is there an underscore in that?
No underscore in that. The next, but my comedy account I haven't started, but I'm working on, is J.North _23.
That's what's up.
And I
That's
have a
what's up.
comedy show coming up soon. I'll hit y'all with more details as soon as I hear. Shout out
We
to Paul
excited.
B. Buggin.
I'm excited.
That's my nigga from NYC. Paul B. Buggin, nigga.
Yo,
Yeah.
actually, I want to give a big shout out to D.Mac right here, man. He's got a movie coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's
Damn,
called
gotta put me
Close
on.
Up. Had to put you
You
on
have a
blast.
movie?
But yeah, he's got a movie coming out. You know what I'm saying? Called
Movie?
Close
You're an
Up.
actor?
No, he's not an actor. He did composing for him.
I did composing for this. I did some acting from before, but you know, I'm just doing the music, setting it up.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's called Close Eye, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I
Yeah, it's
appreciate
coming.
that.
Yo, let them know when it's coming, man.
I'll let you know. February next year.
Okay, 2020.
When in February? Because I'm trying to go to Trinidad for Carnival.
Well, then you go to Trinidad. You gonna
I
miss the
will.
premiere, man.
There's going to be a premiere in Trinidad. What do you mean?
Oh, word?
Premiere
word?
in the Kingdom.
I knew where you was going with that. I instantly read the play. I instantly read, especially when you called the nigga.
I know,
For real. Like, the nigga asked the question. It was over.
Oh, for real?
It was over.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, oh man, Jordan from the free throw line with that one.
I know the fuck I do, nigga.
Oh, man. All right, man. We out. Peace.
And it's a wrap.
Okay. Yo. That was a good session, bro. That was a good session, still.